Hello, World Wide Web. This is James with the stock update. I've got 3 penny stocks of the day. And man, I just searched through about 600 of them. I am exhausted. If I see any more downlines and losing companies. And so I managed to pluck the best I could do that are penny stocks that also have broken into the black. They've just become profitable and somehow found this in a penny stock all on one combination. This is Sea Change International. This company is market cap just $23 million. They're an international and global public supplier of video delivery software, which provides video streaming, linear TV, and video advertising technology for operators, content owners, and broadcasters globally. The stock is 46 cents. I guess that does qualify as a penny stock. It has been up over 50 cents, 54 cents. It's been down to 35 cents over the last 6 months. Over the last year, it's down 58% from its heyday over a buck. And the last month, it's starting to pucker up again. And the reason it's starting to pucker up again is because that's what we're all looking for, is a company that's breaking into the black. Could we have it here? We have a perpetual loser, revenue loser, revenue loser, revenue loser, loser, winner. You know how long it took me to find one that was a winner, that had any winner on there? I was almost going to go back 5 quarters and find you guys a winner, but I found you guys an actual winner here on $10 million in revenue for the quarter, tracking about $40 million a year, $1.73 million in profit. Now let's take a look at the rest of this company. Well, you wanted to see something that somebody that was making some money. This is how long it took them to make money with their software. Apparently, they finally struck a deal that's worth a decent clip and that they can make some money on it, or they got their act together, their operating costs together, and hopefully this is what they'll decide to do from now on. Annually speaking, their operating cost is $21 million. They're bringing in about $40 million a year. It's a software company, so half of that should be open for profit. If they're bringing in $40 million a year, as long as they don't spend it on something. And as they've been cruising along through these years, they've kind of been in that situation. They've continually spent it on something year in and year out. And I think the company has decided they're going to just be a 40, 50, $60 million company. And they're putting out finally $1.73 million. Okay, so that's the good news. A company that finally gave up reaching for more. Sometimes that's what you need to see. Because if they're just going to keep going for more every time into foreverness, you're never ever going to have a profitable company, obviously. You know, some people are still waiting for like Tesla to calm down and stuff, but I guess he finally sold so many cars. The balance sheet, the assets have come down over time. This year, over the quarter, they've been trimming the assets. The liability is trimmed also from just $1 million, just to $11 million in debt. Not heavily debt ridden. Their balance sheet over time. I don't know how you have these assets if you're a software company. I don't know how you establish what they're worth. Maybe these are office chairs and office stuff and computers and stuff like that. I wouldn't imagine that the software would count. They have $14 million cash. They got enough cash to get by if they're going to be profitable for sure. They are capable of losing that in a year. You know, they lost $7 million. They lost $11 million. So, but they're also capable of making money. And I think they've finally been forced to be able to show us some money. And that's why we're in the situation we're at today. they're in an industry where if they have good streaming software, if they have a good connection, if they can hook up with Sling TV and hook up with Pluto and hook up with some of these other big streamers, they could find themselves in a really good situation. They just pulled their first positive month ever, and it was the best revenue of the year of 5 quarters. Nice to see. Yeah, they dropped a lot here. They were only tracking 32, 27, and 22 million for the year, but now they're tracking 40 million for the year. They're not here yet again, but they're way up here. They're getting close. They're getting close to there. So that's the first stock of the day. I want you to check it out. Looks like it just broke into the black. SEAC. Because of the space they're in, I don't think it's something we need to be scared of the space. I don't think this space is going away. I don't think streaming TV is going away. If these people have bid into the market to the tune of $40 million, maybe they could bite into it for $400 million. Who knows? It just takes one deal, one signature, one good sale. And apparently they have a profitable situation going with that operating cost being well below what they're bringing in. That includes the payroll, that includes the overhead, the power bill, the whole ball of wax. The rest of it's just a service. So, yeah, 1 month up 17%. The world really likes this news. 5 days, 27%. Down a couple of percent. Maybe let it cool for a couple of days, but definitely put this one on your list that you might want to buy before the next earnings call. Because if it does it twice in a row, you're going to be a pretty happy camper. The second stock on the list of the top 3 penny stocks of the day, Odyssey Inc., 11 cents, up 3% on the day. Down for the month, 23%. That's probably why it hit our list. 1 year, down 95%. Odyssey is one of the largest radio companies. They're an American broadcasting company based in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, founded in 1968. They partnered with CBS, and they run over 233 radio stations in 48 media markets. They sell advertising on the radio, and if you think radio is dead, it's not dead. Everyone still has one in their car, and a lot of people listen to them at home. And most of these shows that are on the radio are fed right through to your Alexa machine and all your other streaming devices. So, radio is not dead at all. People are actually listening to radio channels on all their streaming devices. They're just streaming radio now. And yes, it is the same show that you'll listen to on the actual radio. The reason I wanted to show you Odyssey is they are doing something special here. Well, you got a whole long life, once again, of losing. Even this one here was losing $3 million. We're going back 5 years of losing here. Look who got tired of losing all of a sudden. They made $12 million December of 2022. On probably the highest revenue of the month, or the highest revenue for a quarter, $341 million. This company is like a $1.2 billion company. Yeah, $1.25 billion. They've got size. They own the radio channels. They probably got a lot of overhead from that, I would imagine. Let's look at the operating expense, $162 million. That's not bad. $162 million is the operating cost for a $1.25 billion revenue. Not too bad at all. Can they show us something more than this? I think so. I think it's in them. I think they just hit that same strut that everyone else hit, where we're just going to grow and grow. We're going to buy more stations. And every time you turn around, they're buying another 4 freaking stations, and you never get profitable. I wanted to see one that was finally profitable. They look like they might have touched it here. Nope. They were profitable over here. So they've been profitable and then gone right to the hairline of it and then got pounded for 140 million. They can never repeat this. Whatever it was in September of 22 is probably a big purchase. Look at their assets. They're right side up across the board. Stable assets all the way through. They have $103 million. They're probably going to be just fine. Pretty stable company for 11 cents. And maybe they're getting sick and tired of running in the red also. And they're put up 2 out of the last 5, almost 3. At least 50% of the time they're putting something positive up there. And their losses have been shrinking over time as they've been getting closer. But I'll tell you, I just went through maybe 250 companies, and it was just crap after crap after crap. When you look under $1, it's amazing. You can't find anyone that's turning a profit. And if you do, it's $10. This is a $1.25 billion company in an industry that's not going away. 11 cents a share, and the number of shares outstanding is only 145 million shares. Yeah, it's a lot, but it's not a lot. So that's like not the excuse why it's 11 cents. It's at 11 cents because they're a perpetual money loser. And that's what we want to see, a perpetual money loser that it no longer becomes one of those. And we might be able to see some growth again. Possibly. I don't know how we're gonna see revenue growth. Maybe they're gonna charge more for advertising, or we'll see some profit growth. There's got to be more in here than that. $1.25 million with an operating expense of $166 million. Yeah, where's all your money going? I don't know. Quit buying stuff. Show us some profits. Maybe it's time. It looks like they've been flirting with that for a while. It's so darn cheap. Might as well grab 1,000 shares or a few 500 shares. Stick them in your piggy bank. You might see something out of this one day. And then the holy grail of penny stocks. We're not going to forget Troika Media Group. Profitable 6 months in a row. Putting up somewhere between 5 and 10 cents a share right now for the 6 months. 29 cents a share. This thing calms down to about 20 cents a share. You should be able to get on it there, and I would recommend you finding your sweet spots on the other two if you're going to do them. 29 cents is the recent high for Troika. There's a lot of shorts getting out, and they're a profitable company now. It's a $1 billion company. Let me double check on that before I stick my foot in my mouth. They are a $480 million company now. 119 million for the last quarter. So they're tracking 480. About a $500 million company. With a profit of $10 million last quarter. Their operating expense is $11 million. And they are a service. So this includes their employees, their rent, their power bill. They are a service, and they're bringing in $480 million a year. Can these people show you good profits? Can they show you a quarter or 50 cents a share? Absolutely. You're going to see this one screaming up to 50 cents or $1 probably any day now. It's really getting lit. It's just shaking between 20 and 30 cents. You got shorts getting out that are pumping it up, and then you also have it holding itself all day long naturally, even after hours. No shorts were getting out here. It's nice and smooth track. You can see the 1 month wave. It's like, hello. We've been down to 18 cents. We've been up to 30 cents. Stock's very confused as to what to do now. Troika used to be a holding company. It used to be basically the worst stock in the world. And then they bought a very profitable company named Converge, and now they're taking off like wildfire with the growth. That's the quarterly growth. Annually, you can see it's all on one line. This is somebody's piggy bank. And here they are profitable for one quarter. And then if you look at the next quarter, it just got released. The revenue went up a little bit. The profit went up again. So $10 million total. Very well could be done losing money, and we could be in a profitable situation from here on out on that one, I pray. They have $32 million. They're not going anywhere. $500 million company. Not too shabby. Troika Media Group. Those are my favorite 3 penny stocks of the day. Maybe of the week, maybe of the month. I'm going to keep a good eye on these other 2. We got Troika, Odyssey. AUD is the ticker. SeaChange International, SEAC. SeaChange was the company that does the video delivery systems for the streamers. It's a software company. SeaChange International. Let's see what a good price on this one would be. Well, before it came profitable, 44 cents. This wasn't much of a jump right here. It's been up over 50 cents many times. It's been down to 38 cents. It's been down to 35 cents right before this latest spike to 46 cents. I'd let this spike come back down. You catch this thing around 40 cents, dive in. Grab some, 37 cents. Anytime you see it there, you should probably grab some. This is going to be a good one for the future, I got a feeling. One dotted line, one person likes their little software packets for running the commercials, and they're in business. They might be able to do a whole lot more than that with other products as well to service the streaming industry. Troika is TRKA. And SeaChange is SEAC. So C, SEA, and then another C, the letter C. But those are the 3 hot penny stocks of the week, of the month, of the year so far. They're looking like my favorites now. Sorry, guys. I want to deal in profitable companies. I can't stand these downlines that go on forever. Until you reach what level of notoriety or revenue, you're not going to just quit buying crap left and right and expanding like crazy. And I love the expansion if your growth chart shows it, but if your growth chart doesn't show it, show us what you have. Show us what you are as a company. And I think some of these places are starting to do it, and that's what we're looking for. Something with a positive PE, positive earning per share that nobody can deny. So those are the 3 hot penny stocks. Have a wonderful session tomorrow. Keep your eyes on them. Grab maybe a few of them if you can, and have a wonderful evening. Please like my video. Subscribe to my channel. I'm going to keep bringing you more research. I cruise through about 2 to 300 of these things, and I'll bring you the best of. We're going to do another one tomorrow, probably in the $1 to $2 range stock. So this was the penny stock edition. We'll see how good we can do in the $1 to $2 range. But definitely subscribe to my channel and have a wonderful evening. Thank you for listening.